你想知道美国比全世界早几年开始制定 AI 法律吗？2026年1月，美国国会科学委员会召开世纪 AI 听证会，共和民主两党议员、白宫科技政策局长齐聚，从国家安全到产业标准，完整揭露美国 AI 战略布局。以下就是这场关键听证会的精华实录。
Support cutting-edge AI technical research and talent development. The Department of Commerce and the National Institute of Standards and Technology have a long history of developing non-regulatory standards for emerging technology and providing independent model evaluations that the private sector can trust. Tackling complex policy issues surrounding emerging technologies like AI is nothing new for the Science, Space, and Technology Committee. From civil nuclear energy, space exploration, cryptography, information technology, biotechnology and genetics, blockchain and nanotechnology, we have put forward sound policy that ensured U.S. leadership. And while debates over specific AI policies will continue, our committee has an opportunity to advance common sense legislation that provides access to federal computing resources, supports research and development.
AI 研究与人才培育是美国科技政策的核心。白宫2026年3月发布国家人工智慧政策框架，主张清楚是监管路线，呼吁国会建立联邦统一标准，以取代各州碎片化的 AI 法规。
American leadership in AI is essential to sustained economic growth, technological advancement across a wide range of applications, and the protection of our national security, particularly as competitors such as the Chinese Communist Party seek to undermine U.S. leadership in this space. Through my experience as co-chair of the bipartisan House AI Task Force last Congress, I've seen firsthand the importance of maintaining U.S. leadership in this area. AI-enabled cyber attacks are a growing threat that demands our constant vigilance. At the same time as AI becomes more embedded in everyday life, Americans are entrusting vast amounts of personal data to these systems, heightening the risk that sensitive information could fall into the hands of malicious actors. Against this backdrop, last July, the White House unveiled Winning the AI Research Resource, what we call NAIR, and Strengthening the Science of AI Evaluation and Standards. My legislation, the Create AI Act, would codify NAIR, while the forthcoming Great American AI Act will formalize the Center for AI Standards and Innovation, or CASI, at the Department of Commerce to advance AI evaluation and standard setting. I am very glad to see that the administration's AI action plan includes many of the same tenets as the AI Task Force report, including support for the continuation of NAIR and for tasking the CASI with the critical work of developing standards and evaluating frontier AI models. I commend the Center for its strong report last fall assessing the national security implications.
美国国家标准技术研究院 NIST 长期为新兴科技制定非监管标准。在 AI 领域 ，NIST 正启动 AI 代理标准计划，为自动化 AI 系统建立产业安全标准。私营部门可以信任这些独立模型评估。
Holding today's hearing, and of course, thank you to Director Kratsios for joining us today as well. OSTP has always held a very special place in my heart and is an agency or a division of the White House that we are grateful to have a connection to on this committee. And it is also very important that our thoughtful discussion today will be around implementing the administration's AI plan while protecting American workers. We all know that you can't talk about AI innovation and American competitiveness without talking about Michigan manufacturing. And you can't talk about the future of manufacturing without talking the agency being undermined. Something that has long been supported by Democrats and Republicans alike. Just to shine a light here, and this is the work of our committee, and this is what we do. We have authorizing ability, and it's important to just shine a light. The budget for the fiscal year 26, it slashed NIST funding by $325 million. $325 million. And we're eliminating 500 jobs from the agency's lab program. You know, we know, so many of us, how sacred this work is and how important NIST Manufacturing Extension Program. They repeatedly tried to do that last year. And the MEP program is designed to support, well, not just Michigan, but all of the nation's small and mid-sized manufacturers to see them adopt advanced technology and compete on the global stage. And so in 2024 alone, just the MEP Center in Michigan created or saved 5,000 jobs. Yet, like every other MEP center, it was on the chopping block. And what makes even less sense is that the administration's constant attacks on domestic chip manufacturing and the CHIPS and Science Act, which we should be all singing loud and proudly.
在立法方面，国家网络安全防备法案以71比29票在参议院通过。参议员 Blackburn 提出的川普美国 AI 法案涵盖儿童网络安全、深度伪造禁止、AI 产品责任与前沿模型评估等多个面向。
That the Trump administration's vision for American dominance in AI closely aligns with the bipartisan work of this committee. In January 2021, the National AI Initiative Act of 2020 became law as part of the National Defense Authorization Act for fiscal year 2021. Led by the House SST Committee, this law charges key agencies within our jurisdiction to support AI research and development, many of which received additional policy direction through the AI Action Plan. As Chairman Obernolte noted, the findings and recommendations of the bipartisan House AI Task Force are also well aligned with this administration's strategy. One such recommendation calls for expanding access,
infrastructure, and international partnerships. Over the last 6 months, the administration has moved from strategy to execution as I and my team at the White House coordinate implementation across the federal government. I'm excited to highlight where we stand now in executing this playbook, but first let me thank the members of this committee for all that you have done for American AI. As my office coordinates the administration's implementation of the action plan, I see many opportunities for collaboration with this committee and with Congress. If American innovators are to continue to lead the world, they will need regulatory clarity and certainty, which the legislative and executive branches must work together to provide. The action plan focuses on 3 main priorities for the U.S. government: removing barriers to innovation, securing energy dominance, and exporting our technology to partners around the world. In the past 6 months, we have seen tremendous progress in all these areas. In innovation, with the release of our request for information concerning regulatory reform on AI last September, we're working with industry and the American people to relieve innovators of undue regulatory burdens and to formulate policy frameworks that safeguard the public interest while enabling further revolutionary developments. I'm particularly excited about the innovative potential of the Genesis mission and AI for science. With the signing of that executive order, President Trump has mobilized the largest federal scientific effort since the Apollo program. By fusing massive federal data sets with advanced supercomputing capabilities, Genesis will help America's scientists automate experiment design, accelerate simulations, and generate predictive models.
本次国会 AI 听证会涵盖了从国家安全、NIST 标准制定、联邦立法进展到 AI 基础设施与国际合作的全方位讨论。两党议员一致认为，美国必须维持 AI 领导地位，而白宫科技政策局已从策略走向执行。感谢收看国会科技报告，请订阅 Joyce Real， 我们下周继续为您追踪美国科技政策的最新动态。